Yoga for breathing disorders. Section 1. Asanas to increase breath capacity and efficiency in the low chest area. Adham Pranayama. The group of Asanas based on Ushtra Asana, the camel pose, help force the inhaled air primarily into the lower lung area, expanding and stretching the lung tissue. These Asanas condition the respiratory system to perform conscious and efficient low chest breathing known as Adham Pranayama. Use the Adama Sparsha Mudras to consciously move your breath into the low area of your chest, breathing into the front, the side, and the back areas of your lower lungs. Focus your attention on lung areas related to each hand position and breathe deeply. Perform a few rounds of the Adham Pranayama before doing the Asanas for this area, and then repeat the Adham Pranayama at the end of the practice to see the difference. Sapurna Ushtra Asana Variation 1. To perform the first variation of the incomplete version of the camel pose, sit on your heels in Vajrasana and gently expel your breath. On an incoming breath, lift off your heels and come up onto your knees. Keep your back straight when you are coming up. Back bend gently with your arms dangling by your sides without any strain on your arms. Breathe in and out while holding this final position. Keep your eyes open to avoid fainting or falling over. When ready, on an out breath, slowly come back to the Vajrasana and sit down. Repeat the practice at least 3 times at each sitting. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the pose. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax in the Vajrasana and enjoy the enhanced flow of air that will move primarily into your lower lung area. Sapurna Ushtra Asana Variation 2. From the heel sitting Vajrasana, take your hands behind your body and rest the weight of your body on the palms of both hands. Turn your hands inward so that the tip of your fingers are in touch with your toes. Relax your head and neck so that your head dangles back between your shoulders. Relax and expel the breath. On an incoming breath, raise both buttocks off the heels and go into the highest arch possible, suggestive of a camel straining to arise from its sitting position. The arch should come from your lower back in trying to push your back up as high as possible. When ready, slowly sit down while expelling the breath. Repeat the second variation of the incomplete camel pose at least 3 times at each session. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the pose. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly come back up to the Vajrasana and relax with some deep abdominal breathing for a few minutes. Purna Ushtrasana. Purna Ushtrasana, the classical version of the camel pose, is done from the heel-sitting Vajrasana. On an incoming breath, raise your body off your heels and come up onto your knees. Keep your eyes open and slowly back bend. Take your hands back and catch hold of your heels with both hands. Push your lower back forward to help attain a good posture. Once you have reached this final position, do half a dozen forceful Bastrikas with total awareness on the movements of your diaphragm. Breathe in through your nose and blast out through your mouth. This practice is known as the Nasarga Mukha Bastrika. When ready, slowly sit down while expelling the breath and attain to the Vajrasana. In the beginning, do this posture and pranayama only once. Then, after a week's practice, it may be done twice. And finally, it may be done 3 times after a fortnight of regular practice. It is important that you keep your eyes open in order to avoid fainting or falling over, especially in the beginning, as your brain has to get used to the new patterns of circulation that occur in this posture. The camel poses stretch the spinal column and produce a healthy spine. Resilient back muscles, as well as a strong diaphragm and solar plexus, are produced, building up physical power, endurance, and resistance to disease. They also massage and stimulate the abdominal organs through the extensive movements of the diaphragm. Slowly come back to the Vajrasana and relax with some deep abdominal breathing for a few minutes. Sapurna Sasha Asana. The incomplete rabbit posture helps us to direct the inspired air into primarily the lower area of our lungs. Sit on your heels in Vajrasana and bring your hands forward to place your elbows onto the ground directly in front of your knees. Extend your forearms with both palms facing down on the ground. Your elbows should be touching your knees. Raise your head and bend your neck as much as possible. Breathe in and out as deeply as possible for 3 to 6 rounds. Feel the positive tension that develops against your diaphragm as you breathe deeply in this position. After a few rounds of deep breathing, release your head and let it dangle forward for some relaxation. After performing the practice as required, relax the pose and slowly come back to the Vajrasana. Perform some head rolling and head turning to release any strain that may have accumulated in your neck during the practice. Repeat the Sapurna Asana with breath awareness twice more to complete a set of 3 rounds at each sitting.